Southern China's Hainan province, where the Boao Forum for Asia annual conference has just kicked off, and nearly 2,000 representatives from over 60 countries and regions are attending the four-day event. And Chinese Vice Premier Ding Xuexiang will deliver a keynote speech at the opening plenary on Thursday. The forum is seen as Asia's answer to Davos, and this year's theme is Asia in the Changing World towards a Shared Future. And the theme reflects efforts in the region to boost multilateralism, promote openness and development, and jointly respond to global challenges.
The Boao Forum has released its Asian Economic Outlook and Integration Process annual report. Now, for more on that, let's cross live to our reporter Chen Tong in Boao. Hello, Chen Tong. Bring us up to date on this report.
Of course, Pandong. Well, this 160-page annual report on Asian Economic Outlook was just released at the Boao Forum for Asia. Well, this is the annual report, but despite trade frictions, political uncertainties, there are indeed many highlights this year. Well, for example, this report points out that the Asian GDP is likely to grow by 4.5% in 2025, up from 4.4% in 2024. And Asian GDP will account for 36.6% of the global total. This proportion will also be an increase from the previous year. And the job growth rate is likely to drop sharply to 1.22% in Asia. But at the same time, the unemployment rate in Asia is also likely to drop to 4.4% in 2025. And this will also be lower than the global average. And all these figures are considered as quite outstanding. You know, the global GDP in 2024 came in at 3.2%. And there are two major factors driving the growth in Asia, including the digital e-commerce and trade services. Well, for example, in 2024, the retail e-commerce trade in Asia-Pacific region grew by 8.4%. And with China travel becoming a buzzword, the travel-related trade in Asia has also seen an obvious recovery. Well, you know, Asian population accounts for over 60% of the total population in the world, and a vast majority of the Asian countries are developing economies. So at the same time, another report on sustainable development in Asia was also released this morning here in Boao, and the report points out that further integration of carbon markets and nature-based solutions, and of course the development of technologies, are critical to further promote sustainable development in Asia. And as you mentioned earlier, over 2,000 delegates from 30 countries and regions, and over 1,100 journalists from 60 countries and 30 countries and regions are attending this year's forum. So, well, this forum has been held for over 2 decades, so you can still feel the enthusiasm from these entrepreneurs, from the officials, as well as from these journalists. So it's a signal that Asia is playing a more critical role in the global stage. Back to you.
Thank you very much, our reporter Chen Tong in Boao, Hainan province.